Ronald Judd's piece. It's a 1991 untitled stack piece that's at the Tate Modern. And when I saw this on like my first day of like art school, where my friend said the girls look good and it's an easy A, like the teacher showed this, and I saw this and I was like, man, I gotta be an artist. I don't know what that means, I don't care, but I gotta figure out how to be an artist. So the next couple of slides that you'll see like these paintings that I've done are kind of, based on this like minimalist thing, this industrial kind of look and feel. And so when I was in school in 1999, we went to a spring break trip to New York City. I'd never really been out of the South before. So I'm kind of a big, round guy with a heavy accent, right? And so we go up to studio visits and gallery visits, and was talking to an artist, and I wish I could remember his name, but I was like, man, how can I be, a famous artist? He says, well, you can't be a big redneck with an accent. I was like, shit, what else can I do? And so I started making these things out of school that were real super clean, and these are massive pieces. You couldn't even put them in this room, but they're really big pieces, and they're like industrial finishes and real slick and real clean. I want to take all the evidence of like the artist out of the pieces, right? So it's only about like the colors. I didn't even really care about colors other than like primary colors, because I didn't want anybody to know what type of person made these pieces, so they would have like, if they didn't like the stereotype or something. And so then I started kind of branching out like with the paintings and making like 3D paintings and like these sandwich boards. So this project was for the Urban Art Commission, their 10-year anniversary. And so they had selected like 10 people to do projects around the city. So I had made these sandwich boards to put around the city. This is some unrelated graffiti. And you should fund public art. I take checks and credit cards, stuff like that. But this is the first time I started thinking about color in a way other than just like primaries on a slick surface. And so this is supposed to be like tiger gray and tiger blue. So I was getting, thinking about colors for the first time, which was kind of exciting. So this is, but that got boring for me for a while. So I was trying to figure out a way to like animate the space or like break up that space. So I put this black line on it. And so this is a painting about my wife's knee-high socks. It's called Shake, Shake, Shake. So it's the first time I started titling the paintings that are about something. And so that black line really kind of opened up things for me. And so I made this piece here after reading a review of Muddy's Bake Shop. It's called A Moist and Tasty Affair, which was in the review. And so I started thinking about like confectionist colors or cupcake colors to kind of put on the paintings. And I really, got more excited about like the titles and the text and what the paintings were. And so I just got rid of the paint and started writing on it. So 2 fat guys eating bacon. I love bacon, not soy bacon, not turkey bacon, but pig bacon. And so I did like hundreds and hundreds of these paper pieces with these like little one-liners that are on there. So I did that like just kind of collecting these things when I was at bars or whatever. So then I started writing letters to people on these paintings. So it's like, dear artist, it'd be good, except that it's not. Thanks, Dwayne, M.O. M.O. stands for Memphis' own. I gave myself a moniker because I couldn't wait for somebody to give me a nickname, so I gave myself one. So I started writing a lot of these letters to like individual people, and I started mailing them, off to those people. I'm kind of an alcoholic, and so this is food. I went to Vermont for a residency, and I really didn't eat a lot there, but I drank a lot of 40s. So this guy came in and said, man, dude, this is your food. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I just took all these 40s and like painted the word food on there. And so beer takes a lot of precedent in my work. I make a lot of work about beer. And so this is a still from a video that I made of me drinking a beer in the back of a truck that I made a pool out of. And the great thing about making work out of a lot of beer is like I haven't had to pay taxes for beer since 2008. So it's all write-offs. So that's pretty cool. But I can't believe that nobody does that in a truck. And so then when I started like putting stereotypes back into the work or the personality back into the work, and so instead of just me, I started thinking about my friends. So this is like an interracial couple that live together in the South and try to make work like how they do that now, and how that kind of works. So it's them dressing and undressing, in their house, which is pretty cool. And so then I started thinking about, the different ways that these could be projected. So the one on the left is an image of my wife shaving my back before we go to Florida. I have an absolute fear of hairy backs, and I don't know why, but I'm scared to death of them. And so I don't want to be a guy with a hairy back on the beach because I don't want to beat me up or something. And so, I made that. So this one here is, it's fun being me, so I look all hot and French, but I do not look hot nor French, right? And so the flower shapes, I make them, you know, because like a big heavy guy shouldn't be making flowers, right? And so the lyrics that are on there come from like Willie Nelson songs, or Waylon Jennings songs, or Don Williams songs, and things like that. And so the lyrics from that. You may not be able to tell, but I'm unbelievably strong, and I can like throw things really, really far that are really, really heavy. And so I made a video of me throwing cinder blocks in my backyard. And the poem that's with it is about my grandpa in in Arkansas. He's in Arkansas, who's a farmer, who's really the strongest person I've ever met in my entire life. And so this video is about us and me and my brother, who features in a lot of my work. So this is a piece of where I got really hot women to unbutton my shirt in the Overton part, because I wanted them to like me, right? And so I thought if I made a video, you know, and had all these people come in and unbutton my shirt, then they would like me. But I knew all the girls, so it wasn't like it worked out for me. So this is a triptych that I made that was at David Lusk in March. It's the two bookends are just phrases from the paintings. Even goth kids think you're a poser, Midtown is for lovers. But the middle scroll is about when I tried to have sex with a girl named Amy Bieber in 6th grade in a sewer ditch in West Memphis. And it didn't really work out too well. So, you know, my favorite thing in the world besides my wife and my cats are the Memphis Grizzlies. And so this is, "Dear Tony Allen, you're the greatest American ever." Because Tony Allen's like my favorite person on the planet. Besides my wife, of course, right? So I really like her. And so I sent him this message because he's massive on Twitter. If you don't follow him on Twitter, you should. Because he's the greatest Twitterer in the world also. So this is, "Dear Sexy, you look familiar, did we do it?" I was never able to ask anybody that question, nor has anybody ever asked that question of me, so I made a painting about that. So that's the last one. So I appreciate it.